This is the new view out my window. I have arrived and set up, and I'm exhausted. But I'm here and I'm happy. And tomorrow maybe I'll take my bike and go for a ride and check out town a little bit. We'll see. For now, I'm just happy to be off the road. If you look real close, on the ridge line of that brown hill, you can see, let's see, there's one little, looks like a little spot moving across the brown hill. I think that's the freeway, I-15 over there. I'm not sure, but there's definitely cars moving along the top of it, or at least it looks like along the top of it. And what looks like a little dot through the camera, I can tell is a big truck. Like that little white dot that you see there. It looks like a, looks like a semi. It looks like a diesel truck there. And so, I don't know if that's the freeway. But it's real fascinating. We're up on this hill. And then there's another hill over the ways. And I think that's the freeway. I don't know. It's really overcast and rainy, so my initial thought of walking around and checking out the town, or riding my bike and checking out the town, is probably not going to happen today. But I should get internet today, so I can start uploading videos. I have a bunch. But it sure is awesome here. I really want to go explore. You can see the clouds covering the mountains in the distance. Yeah, it's really pretty here. So this is my new view. It's a whole lot different than the view that I had in Salt Lake. I kind of like it though. Living here is going to pose some challenges for me, I think. Oh, look, there's a bunch of trucks going across that ridge line. Let me zoom in so you can see the little dots. See the little dots? I'm thinking that must be the freeway. I don't know for sure, but I'll tell you what. Coming through the Virgin River Gorge, holy cow, that was really intense yesterday. They're doing a lot of work on the road, and they had it reduced to one lane going both directions, one very narrow lane with big barricades on both sides of it. And I'll tell you what, I was so relieved that I got through that without hitting anything, especially the little side lanes. And actually, I got this entire trip done without hitting a single thing. So I'm really impressed with myself. I'm really impressed with my driving skills. I've always known that I'm a good driver. I've never even been in a wreck. I had somebody rear end me once, but that wasn't my fault. I'd never been in a wreck that was, anywhere in my control. Getting rear-ended is really not in your control, unfortunately. Or I wouldn't have even gotten rear-ended if I could have controlled that, but I couldn't control that, so I got rear-ended. Here, I'm going to set this down. Not much to look at, I know. But it is really pretty. And it's warmer than Salt Lake. Hear that great sound? Yeah, that's the sound of one furnace working. Oh, and it just shut itself off. One thing I learned when I was in Mount Pleasant is that I have two furnaces. A back one and a front one, and the back one works. And the other thing that I learned while in Mount Pleasant is that my water pump works when not connected to city water. So it was just as someone had mentioned that in a comment on one of my other videos, that the water pump would probably work when I'm not connected to city water, which I'm not connected to city water right now. So when I turn my water on, my water pump comes on. See, you can hear it. And when I turn the water off, the water pump goes off. And it doesn't come on randomly. And so I watched a video that said if the water pump cycles on and off, it could be a leak. And so that's a good thing. And look at my new view. It's been really overcast and kind of rainy here. But I think I'll go outside, put a jacket on and go outside for a little bit. I got a couple of things that I want to show you guys outside. So something happened to my hose while I was in Mount Pleasant. I don't know if I maybe ran over it or something, but it leaks now when hooking it up to the city water. And so, oh, and plus I accidentally left my pressure regulator in Mount Pleasant, and the pressure here is really, really high. And so until I get a new hose and a new pressure regulator, I've just been filling up my tank and running my pump, which works. I haven't taken my bike down yet. But over here, see, look, I got this little backyard. Look how cool this is. And then this is a couple of things that they're going to come pick up. And I'm not sure what this says. It looks like... Oh, I know what this is. This was for the people who was here before me had a satellite TV. Look at these cool trees. I don't even know what kind of tree this is. And they don't have those in Salt Lake. So I got this nice little gravel area. And then I've got a nice little cement pad. You can hear the exhaust from my heater. We'll walk out to the road. So this is home now. I'll go for a little bit of a walk. Although it might not last very long because that's a cold wind. I don't even know where that hill goes. And then back up. It's all on a hill. This is Not going to be very fun for my bike. That's part of why I haven't gotten it down. Well, plus it's just been cold and windy since I got here. Figures. I brought the cold weather with me, apparently. Nice little spot, though. Look at this view. This is beautiful. Beaver Dam.